G'day guys, my name's Dominic from Tom's Outdoors, and today we're here up at 3 Mile Dam with a video on how to layer effectively for Australian conditions. Alright, so the first layer in your layering system, and arguably the most important layer, is the base layer. It's crucial for managing moisture, particularly in cooler months. It needs to be a quick drying synthetic layer or a merino wool layer. You want something that's going to help carry moisture away from the skin, so avoid cotton as it retains moisture which will make you cold. Merino wool is a fantastic natural fibre that will help regulate body temperature. It's odour resistant, breathable and feels awesome against the skin. When looking for a base layer, you're going to want to look for something with a slim fit that will hug the skin and trap heat close to your body. When it's warm, a loose fitting base layer allows air to circulate, keeping you cool. A good base layer will provide warmth without restricting motion during high output activities. Moving on to the mid layers, you'll have an active mid layer and a static mid layer. And it's important that you get the two right as they serve a variety of different purposes. Put simply, an active layer is a layer that you're going to throw on when you need a little bit of warmth but you're still going to be on the move. Depending on where you are, the weather and your activity, you may need just an active mid layer or both active and static. You want to throw on your active layer when hiking, skiing, climbing, or moving around in general. An active mid layer allows moisture to continue to move away from the skin while trapping in body heat. Choose something breathable and moisture wicking like merino or fleece. That way moisture continues to move away from your base layer and you'll stay dry as the day gets warmer. Personally, I like to use the Patagonia R1 fleece, which has a 1/4 length zip allowing me to dump heat. It's got a nice little chest pocket here to store some valuables. And overall it's quite packable and it's just a really safe go-to for your active mid layer. Whether you're hanging around camp, stop for a rest break, or simply doing a low output activity, you might want to throw on your static layer to trap in the most amount of heat and work well with the rest of your layers. As the name suggests, a static layer is going to keep you warm when you're static. So when you're sitting around camp, when you're standing still, as I am at the moment, it's quite cold, and my active layer and my base layer together really won't cutting it. So I've thrown on a static layer. Today I've got a Patagonia Micro Puff jacket, which is a really lightweight synthetic fill static layer. Most static layers come in either a synthetic or a downfill insulation, and there are pros and cons to each. So probably the most popular and the most common form of insulation in a static layer is down. Now down is ultra packable, it has the best warmth to weight ratio of most insulators. The primary benefit to synthetic insulation is that it will keep you warm even when wet, whereas down will clump together and it won't keep you warm. A static mid layer worn over an active mid layer and base layer when climbing, hiking or skiing is likely to be too warm. And that's where the layering system really shines. You can shed layers one at a time and provide the right amount of insulation for your chosen activity or situation. Moving on to the final layer in your layering system, and my personal favourite, the outer layer or shell. An outer layer provides final protection against all weather, wind, rain and snow. Ideally you'll want some breathability so you don't overheat and sweat doesn't build up. Many outer layers feature zips in the underarms to allow air to escape without compromising staying dry. Or a full length zip which you can open up to let out even more heat. It's important to choose a layering system that suits you and how you feel the cold and your chosen activity type. You might not need all 4 layers at once, but it's handy to have a layering system that allows you to add or subtract layers as you see fit.